Hello, 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 and a very good morning to you all. I hope you guys are doing very well today and you're ready to start your day and your week with me, Mahara, only on PTV World this morning. And today we have a wonderful show lined up for you. First of all, before I launch into it, I hope you guys had a very good weekend. The weather was nice. It was nice and cozy. I hope you guys got to spend. There was some festivals going on in Lahore. There was some film festivals happening within Islamabad. So I do hope that you managed to catch all these activities, and they were family activities. I had a good weekend. I had a weekend of reflection and meditation and just thinking about what life is all about, really, because at one point, you need to start reflecting. But, and I'll tell you in a moment why I was thinking about these things and why I'm sharing it with you. But before I launch into our public service message and link everything together, we have to go for our top stories. Let's look at what's happening around the world and in Pakistan. The World Bank has approved $300 million to modernize agriculture sector in Punjab. The resources provided by the World Bank will be part of a larger program by the government of Punjab that aims to better harness the enormous potential for farming in the province. Hopefully it helped take Pakistan forward. And a 3-day anti-polio campaign has begun in 17 districts of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and federally administered tribal areas today. If they come, please do be kind, let them in, let them give the drops. There's no conspiracy. And a century-old roof bridge is open to the public after reconstruction in the county of Taishun, East China's Zhejiang province. A dragon dance was performed on the bridge and more than 300 local residents stepped on the bridge to complete the opening ceremony. A beautiful culture. And a food delivery service in Istanbul connects working professionals with mothers who are selling extra dishes from the meal they cook for their families. So innovative. And England batting is underway on the 5th and final day of this third test against Australia at Perth. The English team is trailing by 127 runs with 6 wickets remaining. Oh, England didn't do too well in the Ashes. Okay, so good luck to England. You're trailing, and I don't know if you'll catch up, but anything is possible. But now let's move on to our public service message. Let's take a look at what I'm going to share with you. Okay, our public service message. It is linked in, it's kind of in link with the segment today. Basically, today I'd like to, public service message will be that we have social media. It is connecting the world. It's connecting everyone. And, for some reason, it brings out the negative side in us. And, we're all guilty of that. I mean, recently I've been not trolling, but, maybe not using the internet in its proper manner and sending out negative vibes instead of positive ones. And it's our responsibility to make sure that we are thoughtful and considerate with what we say to people, because words have an impact on someone and it can, affect someone's life. We've seen in the past that online trolling, online harassment can lead to really negative outcomes. People can lose their lives, people can go into depression. So just be a little bit considerate about what you're saying to people, especially if you don't know them. Everyone has their own battles that they're fighting. You don't know what they are. So do try and think twice before you put something negative online. And, I'm going to be trying to be doing these things as well, because, there's enough negativity in the world and we need to be good to each other. But that is a public service message, and that's kind of in line with our show today. As I mentioned in the public service message, there's a lot of people out there who like to say negative things. There are people in positions of influence who are saying negative things. We can look across the border. People are using their Twitter handles to say, spread to divide people, to create intolerance and, kind of lack of understanding. But there are people out there who are trying to unite people and they're trying to make them laugh. Within Pakistan, there are within this region, there's also a phenomena that, people are making videos and it's making people laugh. I did something last year as well that was looking at social issues, but with the funny aspect because life is serious enough. But we have been very lucky. We've been joined by people who are making a lot of waves on the internet. They've been around since 2015. They have been making people laugh. They've been taking life experiences, issues, anything, and they've also been doing reviews. We've been very lucky. We've been joined by the Khujli family, and we've been joined by 3 of the members, and we're very lucky. So we're going to introduce them, and you will find out what they're up to and what they're doing on the internet. So we've been joined by Raza Samo. He is the scriptwriter and the director for the Khujli family. Assalamu alaikum. Good morning.
Walaikum salam. Good morning.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having us here.
And you came all the way from Lahore, as well. So that's very kind. And I'm going to say that you came for us especially. So let me live in that denial. That's fine. Okay. Besides Raza, we've been joined by Amar Raza. He is an actor and a writer for the Khujli family. Assalamu alaikum. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
Besides Amar, we've been joined by Hasib Ismat. He is an actor and the marketing manager. Assalamu alaikum. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
So you guys are very smiley, but now I feel like, you guys are kind of, the energy's kind of died down before when we were talking. But Raza, I'm going to start with you.
Okay.
What is Khujli family?
Khujli family, basically, it's a channel. It's a comedy-related channel. We make vines, we make videos, we make vlogs. But the main purpose that we are, going with is that giving a subtle message in our videos to not exactly transform the society, but just to contribute at some level. So that's what exactly we are doing.
Okay, so Amar, tell me, what does Khujli actually mean, and how did you come up with the name?
That's a long story.
Well, tell us. We're here.
I don't
Got
exactly
time.
remember. We don't think of that much that people are going to ask this typical question, why this Khujli?
Yeah,
We just
it's
named
my
it.
job to ask the typical questions, all right?
Well, we were in the university. We were in our dramatic society. We used to perform on stage. So one day we thought that why not we portray our skills on the social media. So we started making vines.
Okay.
Then there's a problem that what will we name our channel? Like back then YouTube was banned, so we only have option of Facebook page. So we were thinking, we are going through different names. Then a friend, my classmate, he came up with the idea of Khujli. Let's make it Khujli, it will be catchy.
Okay.
So we just named it.
Okay, and for all of the people who don't speak Urdu, Khujli means itch?
Itchy.
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 Means itchy, so you're scratching an itch.
We
Or
are
itching is
itchy,
fine.
we are.
We needed a funky name.
Yeah.
So I also came up with others like fishy vines and this and that. But yeah, Khujli just clicked me.
And many other names which we cannot tell on.
No, that's absolutely fine. Okay, excellent. But the thing is, so you decided to start this. So Hasib, tell us, how did you get involved with this?
I think I joined Khujli family 1 year ago. 2016.
Okay.
I come
1.5
late.
years
And I'm working as a marketing person. I deal with different sponsors, and I must come when I come in PTV. I deal with them how to come there.
Okay, excellent. So how did you, okay, so now tell me, Raza, you guys decided that you wanted to do, so why did you decide that this is something that, that needs to be out there, and we want to make people laugh, and we want to contribute? Why did you feel the need to do that?
This was not actually the plan.
Okay.
The plan was just to get famous in our university.
Okay. Okay.
this
I love
was
your
it.
honesty. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. Okay.
Yeah, back then there were pages like Confessions. Every university have pages like
Memes.
Confessions. Yeah, they tell about their crushes. This guy was watching that girl.
Yeah.
That girl was watching this
Okay.
girl. So it was, all over our Facebook. So but we decided let's make something different. And back then we made a memes page.
Okay.
But
Memes
the-
are also great. I love
Yes.
memes.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that was also an issue. Admin all day said it's not going to be
Okay.
accepted. Then we transformed that channel, meme channel, into Vines,
Okay.
into a YouTube channel,
Okay.
and then we generalized it all.
So was it you had it? There was an evolution to the
Yeah,
Khujli family.
kind
Okay, now so the reason you guys decided to become famous at uni was because you weren't famous at uni?
We were popular.
You were popular kids.
We are
Okay.
popular
popular
kids. We're not famous kids.
Yeah,
like
not
no
famous,
one
we were
is,
popular
no one
kids.
comes to us
Yeah.
to have
I
a
was
selfie.
good at dancing. This
Okay.
guy was good at acting.
Nothing.
Okay, excellent. Well, no, you must be good at something because you guys have generated over 1 million views on YouTube, and you've also generated over 6 billion views on your videos.
Six,
on
6.5
billion.
6.5
million, I said
million.
Yes, 7 billion people
a
in the
million,
world.
guys, million. Calm down, calm down. Billion to come later. Okay, so we do have some videos, and we will share that with you, but not right now, so that you have an idea of what kind of stuff. But now tell me, Raza, when you guys started off, there was an evolution from memes to vines, then to vlogging.
Yes,
Vlogging.
vlogging.
Okay, I'm so out of it, guys. I'm not a young kid anymore. I can't keep up. I'm actually thinking of like shutting down all my social media. I've done a bit of it, but
Don't
anyway,
do that.
don't
Just
do that.
subscribe to our channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch.
Yeah.
Whether
No,
you
no, I already
understand
have.
or not,
After
just
done
watch.
with that,
Yeah.
subscribe our channel. After
And
then
share.
you can do anything with your life. Just
Yeah.
subscribe.
Subscribe.
our
Subscribe
channel.
and
Okay,
share.
Okay, now we're going to talk about how you get the footfall and how you get the viewers onto your page as well. I think maybe we can all learn something from that. But before we do that, you're the script writer as well. How do you pick the subjects that you make the videos about?
I mostly see what's trending. I mostly see what's trending right now in society in this month. Every month has different trending topics. So I have an eye on that
Okay.
too. I always open trending page on YouTube every day to see just what's trending. And it also does not depend on just trending things. It just clicks, I don't know, it just comes up.
Okay.
Most of the time people also tell you this is the topic you should cover, you should speak about. So this is how things go.
Okay, and on that note, we do have a video now, and it's called "College Life of Single Boys." So let's go take a look and see what these guys are up to.
कैसी हो? ठीक, तुम कैसे हो?
जाओ जाओ बैठो बैठो
वो बैग लेना था मैंने।
अच्छा अच्छा
किधर आ गई थी?
वो बैग लेने गई थी।
फाइनल ईयर प्रोजेक्ट के लिए मैं ग्रुप्स अनाउंस कर देता हूँ। पहला ग्रुप है गुलशेर और कायनात का,
दूसरा ग्रुप है फरत राना नईम का, तीसरा ग्रुप है शहर मसाद का, चौथा ग्रुप है ये उमर का और मदीना का।
या ये हो गए ग्रुप, कोई रहता तो नहीं है?
सर हम दोनों बस सर।
सर सॉरी मैं लेट हो गई थी। सर वो आ गई, मेरा ग्रुप उसके साथ था।
ओके, तुम दोनों का ग्रुप बन गया। अमार तुम अकेले रह गए हो।
सर हमारा ग्रुप सर।
बेटा तुम मेरे ऑफिस में आ जाना, प्रोजेक्ट में मैं तुम्हारी हेल्प कर दूंगा, ठीक है? तुम मेरे साथ हो ग्रुप में, ओके?
ओके सर।
हाय, शुक्र है तुम आ गए।
हाँ ठीक है मैं कर दूंगा हाँ कर दूंगा
लड़की?
कौन सी लड़की यार अम्मी थी मेरी द ओनली वुमन हु लव्स मी यार कहाँ भाई अपनी जिंदगी में कहाँ लड़की
यार सेम स्टोरी। तुझे क्या लगता है ये मसला किधर है?
मेरा तो है मेरा जेन्युइन मसला है
क्या?
मेरा घर होता था असल में कब्रिस्तान के साथ उस कब्रिस्तान में सिर्फ सिंगल अवाम को दफन करते थे छड़ा कब्रिस्तान होता था वो मैं बचपन में वहाँ अक्सर जाया करता था 2-3 दफ़ा मुझे मिर्गी के दौरे भी हो चुके हुए फिर एक आमिल बाबा ने ना मुझे रबड़ की चप्पल सुंघाई थी और फिर मेरी अम्मी को बताया था कि मुझ पे एक छड़ी आत्मा का साया है
खोजे लोगों ने अपनी दूर दराज की कजरें भी बैकअप पे रखी हैं। हमारी तो करीब की कजन ऐसी है कि हमें बोलती है कि अगर मेरी शादी पे नहीं आए तो तुमसे कभी बात नहीं करूंगी तो मत कर। अबे शादी कर या मत कर। बस चलो CIM बनाते हैं, छड़ा इत्तेहाद मूवमेंट।
हाँ हाँ बनाते हैं।
वो बैग लेने।
ओए तू किधर ओए जानता हूँ वैसे ओ भाई चला जा इधर से इससे पहले मैं इसे जॉन सीना वाला आखिरी दाव लगाऊं निकल
सारे छड़े भाइयों को इकट्ठा करेंगे, रैली निकालेंगे। हाँ बोल। बोल।
चुरा के दिल मेरा गोरिया चली
Okay, so that was good. Excellent. Okay, so now you highlighted something funny there, you know, the issues of, but also that there's underlying currents that run through your themes as well. I mean, maybe I'm looking at things more seriously because I like to take things seriously. My co-host is not here, he likes to lighten the mood up. But tell us, when you came up with this idea, what was the whole, like, for, you know, all our non-Urdu speaking people out there, what was the whole concept of that?
There is nothing so serious about it.
No.
It's the story of our lives.
Okay.
We are single.
Okay.
That happened with us.
Yeah, one day we both were sitting in a room.
Yeah.
So we were-
Discussing the same
yeah,
things.
Yeah.
coming up with things like that. Maybe we are, you know, Chada Kabristan,
When-
we have saya of that, you know, some ghost or soul. I
Okay.
don't know why are we single. We're just wondering that.
Okay.
Yeah, we came up with some punchlines as well. So you know, why not make a video on single people? There are too many single people in the
many.
world.
Yeah, like you said, there's like 8 billion people in the world. That's a lot of people. Okay, so that's great. So now, Hasib, I want to ask you. You're the marketing manager. You've got a lot of you have a lot of views for your videos. How are you reaching so many people?
On a YouTube channel, we have I think 2.3
2.5.
lakh people on subscriber on our channel, and
Amazing.
Facebook on Facebook
We have more than
6.5
half million likes
Okay.
on Facebook.
like on Facebook.
How?
Talent.
Because of talent.
Yeah, we've all got talent, love. Okay. Okay. So no, but that's the thing. But there's like, you know, tricks, not tricks, but you know, you're getting your message out there. How are you actually reaching people? Are you using specific marketing? Are you like talking to people about it? Are you? Yeah.
When we
marketing.
started,
Okay. Yeah.
when we started, or the likes are on our Facebook page are generic. But now there are other marketing skill, like Facebook has introduced boosting. You will boost the post. It will reach specific people to sponsor your post. But back then there was no boosting, so all
Okay.
the likes were generic.
Oh,
People like
amazing.
us.
Yeah,
We are likable.
All right, Amar. Like we get it. People like you.
No,
Okay.
it's all organic. Seriously, we were
I
students.
would believe
when
you. Yeah, of course.
No,
It's not about you. We want world to
we were
believe
all
us.
students. I mean, we don't have so much money to put on
Of course.
Facebook to make us famous. We couldn't do that. It was all
Man, it
organic.
was meant to be. It was fate.
Yeah, it
and
was
you
meant to
are.
be, it was
And
fate.
it's great. And we do have another. You've roasted a Game of. You have a Game of
Game of
Thrones
Yes,
roasting
yes,
as well, which we will share with you in a moment once I get the cue to share it. But okay, so now moving on. Like you said, this one was a joke, you know, about being single, and I think a lot of girls and guys can relate to that one, especially with this environment, which is fine, culture, tradition, that's perfect. But then coming up with new material, because like I was mentioned in my introduction, there's quite a few people, there's a bit of a trend, especially within this continent, subcontinent of online, because that's how people get, like you said, that's how they get attention, that's how they bring attention to issues. How about you guys? What is your final aim? How are you going to keep going forward, and how are you going to keep setting yourself apart from everyone?
One thing that we are sure is our first stepping stone right now is 1 million subscribers. We're going to make it a company. We're going to pay taxes to the government. If some people from government are listening to us, we're going to pay you guys.
Yeah.
So we're going to make a company, like an official company. We're going to make a big setup.
Okay,
Yeah,
excellent.
It's like a media house.
Yeah, we make a
Excellent.
production house like as well. It would be, I know it would be big. Yeah.
Well, you have so many, you already have said that, kind of groundwork for it. But tell me, out of your vines and the roasting stuff that you guys do, what's more popular?
Roasting.
Yeah,
Roasting is more.
Why?
I've gone through the algorithm of YouTube as well. The most subscribed channels on YouTube are those who rant and roast and do funny commentaries and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were making videos, skit videos. We did have subscribers and also likes on Facebook, but it was kind of, those things were going the way they were going.
Okay.
It was
So
nothing new. We
Nothing-
needed
no
something
progress.
change. So we came up this idea.
Okay, and because you're aeronautical engineer, Is that correct?
Kind of.
Okay, kind of. So
a
that's why
broken
he
one.
knows about algorithms, and this is why they
no,
have
no,
so-
no, that's not true. That's
I'm
not
kidding,
true.
I'm kidding. Okay, but on that note of what is most preferred, we have a roasting video. So let's go take a look at what they're up to.
हेलो फ्रेंड्स एंड फैंस दिस इज ऑसमो स्पीकिंग। सबसे पहले तो बच्चा पार्टी अपनी बच्चा पिट्ठी लेके यहाँ से कल्टी मारो। ये वीडियो महज बालिग लोगों के लिए है, यहाँ पे बच्चों का कोई काम नहीं है। और एक चीज हमेशा याद रखियो कि जब दो बड़े बात करते हैं तो बीच में नहीं बोलते। इस वीडियो में हमारे एडिटर राजा जी ने सख्त खून खराबा डाला हुआ है, इसलिए बच्चा पार्टी का यहाँ पे कोई काम नहीं है, भागो यहाँ से। आओ दिखाऊं तुम्हें एक ऐसा टीवी शो गेम ऑफ थ्रोन्स जिसकी कास्ट में पूरे स्टार परिवार से ज्यादा लोग मौजूद हैं। गेम ऑफ थ्रोन्स की दुनिया में हर चीज हर शख्स को एक खिताब और लकब मिला हुआ है। हर एक चीज का पूरा नाम है, बल्कि मैं तो कहता हूँ पूरा जुमला है मादर छितर।
The hand of the king.
Light of the Seven.
Brienne of Tarth.
Lord of Bones.
Lord of Light.
Master of coin.
Mother of Dragons.
Son of Dolph.
Son of Fire.
बर्गरों की ज़बान में अगर मैं आपको समझाऊं तो गेम ऑफ थ्रोन्स इज ऑल अबाउट पावर, मनी, पॉलिटिक्स। कहानी अनिल कपूर के छाती पे आए हुए बालों से ज्यादा उलझी हुई है दोस्तों। एक तो मुझे ये बताओ कि इतने अनकंफर्टेबल आयरन थ्रोन पे बैठने के लिए पूरी दुनिया के बादशाह क्यों पागल है? असल मसले को सबने अंगूठे पे रख के इग्नोर किया हुआ है। क्यों लड़ रहे हो आपस में यार? असल मसला है वाइट वॉकर्स, आइस ज़ोंबीज, बर्फानी भूत।
Okay, so that is another video. So that was great. So, who writes the script? You write it.
Yeah, I write
Okay, and Amar, you also write the script as well, correct?
No,
Yes,
the roasting ones, I make the roasting
Okay.
scripts.
But the
We just
Back in
decide the
time.
topics.
Acha, once you decide.
Decide the topic, which topic we'd like to talk about.
ठीक है. Okay, so now, when you decide, okay, so we know why you guys started it. You want to be famous in university. Now you're famous in the whole of Pakistan.
Thank
And
you.
now internationally as well. Well, internationally anyway, because you have your YouTube channel. And
Thank you.
I'm just taking the credit. But no, so that's fine. But how did your family feel when you started doing this? I will start with, actually I'm going to start with you, Amar, and then I'll move on to Raza, and then I'll go on to Hasib. How did your family feel about you doing this acting and all these skits?
it was quite normal because I was also good at studies.
Okay.
Myself, I am also a mechanical engineer.
Okay.
So many engineers around.
You guys aren't going to be single for long.
Now you get it.
Yeah, I get it. Okay, so tell me.
When we had 3,000 likes on Facebook, my father called me and said, no, this is not gonna happen.
Okay.
Yeah, we have sent you for studies and you are acting. Actually, it wasn't his fault. The fault which I always blame, the people who I always blame, are relatives.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know people internationally could understand this or not, but here we have people that come up, show up like
Typical
aunties,
one,
typical
Popo.
aunties. What your kid is doing?
Yeah.
You didn't sign up for this.
Can I ask you one thing? You guys are all faced this. How do you think we can get this kind of, outside influence to stop? Because this kind of, log kya kahenge, what people are going to say, it affects so many people's lives. How do you think we're going to break it? Do the parents need to stand up and be like, back off, my child is doing what they want to do?
Yes.
Or is there another way around it? What do you think?
I think
It depends on you.
parents also, it's their responsibility also, but it's also the responsibility of a guy who wants to stand up.
Okay.
It's his duty to, make your parents believe in what you're doing and tell them that it's okay, I just want to do this and this will be fruitful.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so when
This
you
is what I did.
Okay, so what did your dad say after that then?
Now he's
Well,
cool
no,
with it.
now obviously
Yeah,
you
of
guys are
course.
like doing so well.
He
Okay.
said, okay, fine, do what you want.
Okay. Hasib, how did your family feel?
My father gave me freedom. You do whatever you want.
Okay, that's
so it's
nice.
a normal.
Okay. Well, some people are lucky. Okay. And one thing, even when I was actually coming onto the set as well, I was just walking here. I was just like, these guys make funny videos. Like, please don't make a funny video about that shit. No, but you can. I mean, are you going to? Like, what are you going to do?
No, we're not going to do
Okay, there's
that.
no material
No,
here.
no.
Okay, right, that's fine.
No, there
Okay,
is.
Now, no, what?
There is.
There is? Okay, oh dear. Okay, anyway, I think that was a dangerous question.
There is one, but we're not going to make any.
Okay, well, I'll ask you when we go for a short break. But now, upcoming.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, well done. So this can be part of it as well. So upcoming, what can people look forward to?
Yeah,
Apart from your production house.
people are going to see some reviews on movies as well. We haven't started this, but we will seriously have a place to sit and we talk about movies because we are very much movie buffs.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't let any movie go, any good movie go. Like,
Okay.
we note the dates. Okay, 26 this movie, 22 this movie, and we just go and,
And you
watch
do that
the
for
first
Pakistani movies as well?
Yeah,
Okay, excellent. And well, how do you feel about the film industry with Pakistan at the moment?
It's going good.
Yeah.
It's a revival of Pakistani cinema.
Excellent.
we're
Excellent.
really happy for that.
Excellent. And are there any final messages that you would like to share with any of our viewers that are watching right now? You can look into the camera, this one, and you can say whatever you... Nice. Say whatever
nice,
you
yes, of
like
course.
to
I can
anyone
say
who's watching.
nice things. I'm
You
a
know,
nice
you guys
guy.
are very nice. No, you guys are so sweet. Just
Deep
say-
down, I'm a nice guy.
Yeah, okay. Is that it? That's all you want to say to the camera? Okay.
No. This is the thing people all know. This is what I want to tell people.
Okay.
I just believe in two things: struggle and patience. You're gonna get what you want.
Yeah.
And one thing more: dream big. Because
Achieve
if you
big.
don't dream big, you won't achieve big.
Okay. Excellent. Lovely.
Oh, whoa.
Wow, that's deep, man. Amar.
I don't want to say anything. I just want to say, keep Pakistan safe and clean. Because in the end, it's all about Pakistan.
Great.
Pakistan Zindabad.
Oh, thank you, Amar. And Hasib.
I just say
Lahore Zindabad.
Lahore hai. I just must say be positive always. Many times you become a negative thing, then just become a positive and
Spread
do a
positivity.
positive.
Yeah, absolutely. No, thank you so much. And it's been an absolute pleasure to have you on the show.
Thank you.
And yeah, great. I'm really scared now what's going to happen afterwards.
No,
But no,
nothing
best
is
of luck with everything. It's been
Thank
an
you,
absolute
thank
pleasure.
you.
And
Thank you so
we'll hopefully have you back one day very soon as well.
Inshallah.
Thank you
Thank
so
you so
much.
much.
And guys, that was the Khujli family. If you want to watch any of their videos, it is online. The web addresses, just quickly share it.
youtube.com/khujlifamily.
Okay, and we will share all of that information on our page for you. I hope you enjoyed this part of the show. But the next part, we are still talking about positive impacts on society, so do stay tuned. Welcome back, everyone. And before the break, we were joined by some wonderfully the youth of Pakistan who are actually making an impact, who are doing something really positive for the country. They're making people laugh, they're getting videos out there, and it's absolutely wonderful. And yeah, let's see what they come up with next. It'll be very interesting to see. And they're on to big things, so do support them. But, you know, as I mentioned in the beginning of the show, that there's a lot of negativity out there. There's a, you know, as human beings, you know, and especially in the 21st century with the whole, you know, social media, we become very selfish human beings. And, you know, everything's about furthering ourselves, our, you know, very selfish pursuits. But there are some people, like the Khujli family, you know, who are making people laugh. But there are other people who are doing work on the ground level as well in a different capacity. They're working on the peace, stability, equality of the citizens of the country. They're trying to get a balanced narrative out there. There are no agendas or hidden motives or intentions behind it. It's just about helping people and putting a proper image out for Pakistan. And so we've been joined by one lady. She's been doing a lot of work. She's been working on peace, security for men and women. She's recently a winner of the End Peace Award, which is given out by the UNDP in Bangkok. And she's also the founder and president of the Institute of Peace and Diplomatic Studies. We've been joined by Ms. Ferhat Asif. Assalamu alaikum. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
You've done so much work. You've been working on peace and stability, a lot of ground level work. So tell us a little bit about what you do.
I founded with my co-founder this Institute of Peace and Diplomatic Studies almost 4 years ago. Before that, I established and continuous publishing a magazine is called The Diplomatic Insight, which is a multilingual magazine with the concept of peace through informed dialogue, having different languages. When I established this Institute of Peace and Diplomatic Studies in 2014, I was joined by father of peace studies, who was Professor Johan Galtong, who also came over to your show once when he was here, and he laid the foundation stone, and we asked him. Later, during the time period when we do a lot of work, and during the institute, we developed a project. It's called Emerging Young Women Leaders Congress. We invite young women leaders from different parts of Pakistan to come together at one platform and you know, mentor by the senior leaders, women leaders who can, you know, join them and build the bridges and dialogue and, you know, network to understand not only each other but also build bridges for furthering their work. And it's been 3 years that we've been doing it. And then, of course, because of that work and, of course, campaigning for action, the award that has been given to me is the category of campaigning for action because of the lot of network that I carry along to promote the peace and stability.
Okay, now the thing is, I want to break it down because we have limited time. But
of course, yes.
you know, you won this award because it was you worked on the advancement of women, peace and stability. Can we break it down to how does this translate into a broader, you know, benefit for, you know, who's benefiting? What are you actually doing on ground level? Because, you know, we see a lot of awards, but what's happening on the ground?
Of course, this award has been given in a sense that I've been connecting. I've established, you know, when this project was launched, it is actually bringing the people, the young women from grassroots level to connect to the higher level, you know, bridging
How are
the...
you doing that? Because the literacy is not there, the technology,
Of course, the women who are part of this program, this project, are actually bringing in the very grassroots level work, their projects and all. So in a sense that connecting those young women from the very grassroots level who are not giving them much of the advantage or work or promotion, they are giving the platform to project their work. Of course, there is not much of the literacy at the ground level, but those women who are actually working, for example, we have, just giving you an example, a woman who is part of the fellowship, the project is from Liari.
Okay.
Yes, she is working. See her, I must mention her name, she must be watching, Mahara. Mahara is from Liari. So she is working right now at the Liari for the promotion of peace and education and, you know, connectivity within the community, right? So these kind of women can be amplified to the women and they can be projected.
Amazing, that's so great. But I want to ask you, you know, when we are talking about these things, when we're taking it forward, what is, you know, going forward, I mean, with the peace and stability, how are these having a knock-on ripple effect with the masses as well, because you have that cultural and traditional hurdles as well when it is the advancement of women, peace and stability.
course, yes.
You know, all these things come into it. So how do you get your argument across that it's imperative that we, you know, we make the women stronger?
You know, my philosophy of working is to act smart.
Yeah, okay.
You know, utilizing your culture and your identities to utilize, in a sense, to project your work rather than to be in conflict with all those traditions and values that are in place in the society. So while we are working in the society, if a woman is being, for example, we say, okay, someone is taking a barrier of not going out of the home, so
Yeah.
you can act smart and use the technology to invite those women to you know,
Okay.
interact. So you need to act very intelligently to utilize all those and you know, break all those barriers to reach out to the people.
Okay, and you've been doing this for a very long time. You've been doing this for over 14 years.
Of course.
And you've worked with people even from Kashmir and all these regions. How do you feel like things have developed over the last decade since you've been working in this field?
When you know, it happens when you have more knowledge, then you know, it seems like more smaller things that you do. Yourself seems very smaller, but you know, it's, myself from Kashmir. I'm from Mirpur, Azad Kashmir.
Amazing.
And you know, came over to Pakistan, you know, Islamabad to study and you know, project this work. So you know, at that time when I started, it was a limited spaces for the woman, but you know, slowly and gradually with all the you know, work that impact. It's not only me, but you know, there are a lot of women who are working. So you know, it seems like yes, we have developed some spaces, but you know, there's a lot more to do.
Okay,
Yes.
so now going forward, you know, after winning this award, after being, you know, having founded this institute, what are the now steps forward for the institute and also for Pakistan, in your opinion?
Of course, the vision of building such an institute is that we want to build a civilian-led initiative because as a vision of having a more higher education giving institute as a university, we want to you know, the longer term vision is to have a regional peace university.
Okay.
In a sense that there are a lot of peace and conflict studies institute led by in a state institutions, but they're not civilian led or us led institutes where we can, you know, of course, yes. So this is the vision that we carry
Okay,
along.
so it's about mobilizing the masses as well.
Of course, mobilizing and again, yes, giving them the opportunity to learn.
Okay, but the thing is, you're giving them a platform to learn and, you know, get mobilized. But, you know, well, I mean, I don't mean this to be offensive, but, you know, the concept of uniting and making our voices heard as civilians for a cause, I haven't really seen that. I've seen certain groups do it, but, you know, I haven't seen that unified march for, you know, rights or protection or, you know, law or, you know, so how do we do that?
You know, as I said before, you have to act very smart.
Okay.
You don't need
So
to.
how do you know? So what's the smart thing to do in a country like this?
You know, a smart thing to do is that to give education in a sense to utilize the energy of the youth to get educated and understand how to dialogue, how to be, you know,
and to educate them, we have to act smart.
Yeah, act in a conflict. How to act in a conflict is very important. So when you give, for example, a diploma or a workshop or class to a student where multi-dimensional, multicultural, multi-ethnic people will be sitting around the table and with a mentor, then you will be able to have a lot of more sane voices within the community.
Okay,
that's the reason.
And that's
of course knowledge, of course.
No, but that comes from education. Absolutely.
Yes,
no, you're absolutely right. But what I'm trying to understand is that how are we going to bring everyone on that same table, the civilians, when you have so many factors and different factions of, you know, people with different agendas trying to, you know, kind of pull the society apart? How are we going to bring them together to sit on one table?
You don't need to ask. You don't. It's good to have a disagreement on the subjects that you carry along, either on ethnic grounds or either on sectarian grounds or either on gender basis. You need to have those colors around you, right?
Yeah.
So
but how do we teach people to respect those colors?
So through knowledge, of course, through understanding, and when we interact, you know. When someone sitting around the table from say a Shia sect or Sunni sect or different sects or a different see, as long as Pakistan is saying, you see a lot of ethnic backgrounds sitting
Absolutely.
around. It's a beauty, right? So it's not that only you see conflicts. There are a lot of conversions also.
Okay.
There's a lot of convergence within the society exists. So
Okay.
you need to act smart too, utilizing those tools to
Okay.
build on.
Wonderful. And is there any last message that you would like to share with anyone that's watching today? We are going to people in about 42 countries as well.
Oh, that's the most beautiful thing about your program. I really like it.
Oh,
But
thank you so much.
the message is that as my previous your previous guest was saying, that you need to be very focused and dream big. As I am dreaming big, so I was sitting here.
Yes.
So dreaming big is always it's the key to success.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Ferhat. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you on the show. And best of luck, and you're doing great work. And you were huge before you were already on this show. So thank you so much. So guys, that was our show today. We were talking about people who are doing really great stuff for Pakistan. They're literally giving their own time, their own lives, not for money, not for any agendas, just because they believe in the country, they believe in unity, and they believe in tolerance, and they believe in positivity. So hard work, patience, and positivity. Need to adopt at least 2 of those things in my life. So with that, have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful start to the weekend. If you want any information of anything we've spoken about today, log on to our Facebook fan page, which is with the name of World This Morning. Our Twitter page, World This Morning without a G. Our Daily Motion and YouTube page, World This Morning. The repeat is at 11 p.m., 11:05 p.m. Have a wonderful day. Be good, be safe, and I'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning.